All right, let's get you all that has been happening as far as Bihar's SIR is concerned. Remember, amid the vote Chori Row, Bihar Chief Electoral Officer has issued important notice that says, and I quote, during the Special Intensive Revision Campaign 2025 in the state of Bihar, with regard to the addition and deletion of names in the electoral list by the Electoral Registration Officer in all 243 assembly constituencies, no appeals have been received before the district magistrate under Section 24A of the Representation of the People Act as on 9th October. This notice clearly comes as a setback for the opposition. Remember, in fact, this also comes today after scathing observations by the top court of the country that said that the arguments are passionate but with little substance. Let me go across to my colleague Saket, who's been tracking this entire tussle that has been happening as far as, the opposition and the center plus the Election Commission are concerned. Saket, Election Commission ने एक बार फिर डेटा निकाला है ये दिखाते हुए कि ऑपोजिशन चाहे प्रोटेस्ट कर रही है, पार्लियामेंट को चलने नहीं दिया ओवर एसआईआर, बट जब एक्चुअल ग्राउंड वर्क की बात आती है, जब इम्प्लीमेंटेशन की बात आती है, तो अभी तक कोई अपील, कोई ऑब्जेक्शन, कोई क्लेम किसी ने भी फाइल किया नहीं है, चाहे वो कांग्रेस हो या आरजेडी।
देखिए, ये बात तो साफ हो गई। जिस तरह से राहुल गांधी ने यात्रा की, बिहार में वोट चोरी का आरोप लगाया, तेजस्वी यादव भी उनकी यात्रा में शामिल थे, उन मुद्दों को लेकर जो सही प्लेटफॉर्म है, जहां पर आपको बात रखनी है, चुनाव आयोग के पास एक भी शिकायत इन पार्टियों की तरफ से नहीं की गई थी और इस बात को लगातार चुनाव आयोग सामने रखते रहा। जब भी जो शिकायत लेने की का समय था, उस समय भी कोई एक भी शिकायत एक भी दलों की तरफ से नहीं हुआ और बजाबता इसका रिलीज लगातार प्रेस रिलीज के जरिए चुनाव आयोग पब्लिक डोमेन में इन चीजों को रखता रहा कि कोई भी पॉलिटिकल पार्टी जो इस एसआईआर का विरोध कर रही है, वो उनके तरफ से कोई शिकायत अब तक उनको नहीं मिली है। तो ऐसे में कहीं ना कहीं इसको एक पॉलिटिकल इशू बनाने की कोशिश थी। ये तो जाहिर हो गया जिस तरह से राजनीतिक रंग इसको दिया गया। लेकिन अब देखिए, चूंकि चुनाव की घोषणा हो गई और अब जो एसआईआर का मुद्दा है, वोट चोरी का मुद्दा है, वो अब पूरे सीन से गायब है। अब कोई भी नेता इस पर चर्चा नहीं कर रहा है, क्योंकि अब जिस तरह से चुनाव आयोग ने फाइनल लिस्ट निकाल दिया, उसके बाद अब विपक्ष के जो तमाम दल है, चाहे कांग्रेस हो, आरजेडी हो, उनको भी लग रहा था कि अब इस मुद्दे में बहुत जान नहीं बची है, क्योंकि जनता इस बात को समझने को तैयार नहीं है। क्योंकि जब हमने कई जगहों पर कई लोगों से बात की, तो उनका साफ तौर से कहना था कि कोई वोट चोरी की बात नहीं है, हम लोग का वोट है, अभी भी है, और जो नाम कटे हैं उसमें मृत लोगों का नाम है, साथ में जो बाहर चले गए बिहार छोड़कर, ऐसे लोगों का नाम है। तो ये बहुत बड़ा मुद्दा विपक्ष को भी लगने लगा है कि नहीं है, इसके साथ चलना उनके लिए ठीक नहीं होगा। इसलिए अब उस चीजों से रोल बैक करते हुए जो विपक्षी पार्टियां हैं, अब दूसरे मुद्दे की तरफ बढ़ रहे हैं, चाहे वो रोजगार का मुद्दा हो, जिस तरह से तेजस्वी यादव ने हर घर को सरकारी नौकरी देने की बात कही, तो ऐसे मुद्दे जो आम लोगों को कनेक्ट करते हैं, उसको फोकस किया जा रहा है और इन चीजों को अब छोड़ने की कोशिश है इन राजनीतिक दलों की तरफ।
साकेत मेरे साथ बने रहिए। लेट्स ऑल्सो टेल आवर व्यूअर्स हाउ Rahul Gandhi's vote chori narrative, viewers, appears to be fast losing steam ahead of the Bihar Assembly elections. Remember, the Supreme Court, while hearing petitions beg your pardon, opposing SIR exercise in Bihar yesterday, remarked that while petitioners' arguments have too much passion, they have little substance. In fact, the court once again asked why no claims and objections have been filed and where are the complaints from the so-called aggrieved. When Prashant Bhushan had tried to present 20 additional affidavits before the court claiming that they were of aggrieved persons, the court asserted that it is not in the business of inquiring. The matter has been listed for further hearing on the 16th of October. Now, while the Supreme Court waits to hear the actual victims, the EC is waiting for actual complaints. In a post on social media platform X, the Bihar Chief Electoral Officer shared a document showing that no appeals or objections have been received regarding addition or deletion of names. My colleague Sagrika is with me on the broadcast. She's getting us a reaction coming in from the Bharatiya Janata Party. Sagrika, over to you.
So before telling you what the BJP is saying, let's put into context what has been happening in the Supreme Court over the last two hearings. In the previous hearing, so yesterday it was the Supreme Court, like you mentioned, Shreya said that while there's a lot of passion in the arguments of the petitioners, there is very little substance. Before that, while hearing the case, the Supreme Court asked the petitioners categorically, get us some material, show us some substance on the basis of which the claims that you are making with regards to mass deletion of voters from the voter rolls show us those affidavits. Where are those people who you claim are aggrieved? If you are saying that more than 3 lakh voters have been deleted from the rolls illegally, where are those people? Why aren't they coming up? Why aren't they talking about the pain that they are facing because of this exercise? And now the biggest twist, and this is the charge coming in from the Bharatiya Janata Party, that the affidavit that was shown in court apparently was fake. Now let me tell you what BJP's Amit Malviya is saying. In the Supreme Court, Prashant Bhushan and Yogendra Yadav had claimed that voters' names were being deleted during the special intensive revision in Bihar. When repeatedly asked to submit affidavits, they produced 20 names. But the very first affidavit turned out to be fake. The ECI's counsel revealed that the person cited as deleted was never even in the draft list. No enumeration form had ever been filed. So the judges were also categorical. Justice Khan said that the person should have disclosed correct information. We do not appreciate this. Justice Bagchi then said, after our experience with this affidavit, we don't know how authentic others will be. So ADR and its lawyer Prashant Bhushan, this is what Amit Malviya is saying, filed false affidavits in the SIR Bihar case, fabricating data to build a false narrative against the Election Commission of India. No facts, no truth, just propaganda. They aren't defending democracy, they are undermining it because they can't win electorally. Now Shahzad Poonawala of the Bharatiya Janata Party, he says 0 appeals, 100% propaganda. After CEO Bihar got 0 appeals against the voter list. Now look at this fakery. A fake affidavit by the Congress ecosystem. Supreme Court of India expressed strong displeasure with senior advocate Prashant Bhushan for submitting an affidavit from a petitioner that allegedly contained false information. So he also mentions what the judges mentioned in court and how they were disappointed that, if you come up with a fake affidavit, if there is false information that is presented before the Supreme Court of India, how can we trust the other affidavits that you show before us? You are claiming that more than 3 lakh people are suffering or their names have been deleted. You show us 20 affidavits in that the first affidavit turns out to be one with fake information. So now the fakery twist and has been called out, and this becomes another embarrassment for the entire ecosystem. Over to you, Shreya.
That's right. Sagrika, thanks very much for getting us more details and a perspective of what and how the BJP has responded to the opposition's charges. Remember, viewers, the BJP has trained guns at Rahul Gandhi, accusing him of spreading fake propaganda to mislead people. Listen in to one of the reactions.
Its ecosystem have no proof of any wrongdoing in the elections. They only and only make furgy allegations against the Election Commission. And now this fakery has been called out by no less than the Supreme Court. Prashant Bhushan, who is also one of the advocates in the SIR matter, which is going on in Supreme Court, submitted a fake affidavit. Yes, out of the 20 names provided, that these are the aggrieved persons who have been suffering because of the SIR activity. One of the affidavits, the first one, turned out to be fake. And the judges of the Supreme Court took strong exception to this and called out this fakery. They roasted Prashant Bhushan for serving a fake affidavit. In fact, in this entire matter, when the draft has been provided of the voter list, 0 appeals have been filed against the list. 0 appeals. That means the Congress, RJD and its entire ecosystem, they say vote chori, deletion ho gaya, but they provide no evidence, complaint, appeal that there is anything wrong. That means they're actually satisfied with the list. This is the narrative and fakery that Rahul Gandhi created against Maharashtra elections. Supreme Court rejected it. Then they created the PowerPoint presentation in Mahadevpura. It was fact-checked. In Aland, it was fact-checked. Now their fakery has been called out by the Supreme Court. This is the level of fraud they do. Actually, they are only experts in lying and hit-and-run job.
All right, let's go across to my colleague Mohit, who's right now joined by BJP leaders Mukhtar Abbas Naqvi. Mohit, over to you. The BJP, of course, has been training their guns at Rahul Gandhi as well as the opposition, saying that, look, your entire vote chori allegations have now fallen flat in the top court, as well as the fact that the EC keeps coming out with data to show that you have filed no objections yet.
Well, in fact, Shreya, BJP has been saying this, that the narrative of Rahul Gandhi, the propaganda of Rahul Gandhi has been exposed because there has been no complaint filed against addition and deletion regarding the SIR with the DM in Bihar. The Election Commission has come out with a bulletin. So what exactly were the BLAs of Congress and RJD doing if that has happened? To talk to us more on that, we have senior BJP leader and former Union Minister Mukhtar Abbas Naqvi. Sir, जिस प्रकार से इलेक्शन कमीशन का डेटा आया, इलेक्शन कमीशन कहती है एक भी कंप्लेंट जो है एडिशन डिलीशन के एसआईआर में 9 तारीख तक यानी कल तक नहीं ऐड की गई, तो आखिरकार कांग्रेस और आरजेडी के बीएलए क्या कर रहे थे जब राहुल गांधी कहते हैं कि वोट चोरी हो रही है बिहार में?
देखो, इसी तरह की काल्पनिक कंफ्यूजन की क्रिमिनल कॉन्स्पिरेसी कांग्रेस का कबाड़ा कर रही है, और अगर इस तरह की काल्पनिक कंफ्यूजन की क्रिमिनल कॉन्स्पिरेसी कांग्रेस का कबाड़ा करेगी तो उनको लगता है कि वायलेंट एनार्की के जरिए वाइब्रेंट डेमोक्रेसी को वो हाईजैक कर लेंगे, उसके बारे में जो है वो कंफ्यूजन क्रिएट करके जो है वो जनता में लोकतांत्रिक मूल्यों, मर्यादाओं और लोकतांत्रिक संस्थाओं के प्रति अविश्वास पैदा कर लेंगे, तो खुद ये एक्सपोज होंगे। और जिस तरह से ये आज की तारीख में आप देख लीजिए कि कांग्रेस के सैलून पर कंफ्यूजन का बैलून टंगा हुआ, उसकी भी हवा निकलती जा रही है। आप कहेंगे जी एसआईआर में गड़बड़ झाला है, आपका एक आदमी भी और एक भी पार्टी का आपका कार्यकर्ता जो है वो जरूर आपकी जमीन जरूर बन जाए।
ये बात के.एन. रजन्ना ने कही, जो कांग्रेस के पूर्व मंत्री रहे हैं कर्नाटका में चुनाव को लेकर, जब राहुल गांधी ने सवाल उठाया, कहा कि बीएलए कर क्या रहे थे, वो तो पार्टी के वर्कर।
वही तो कह रहे हैं ना कि आप जो है वो घर आपका संभल नहीं रहा है, आप मोहल्ले में शोर मचा रहे हैं कि बचाओ बचाओ बचाओ। अरे भैया, अगर घपला था, अगर गड़बड़ झाला था तो आप उसको जो है वो ठीक करना चाहिए था कि आप जो है वो झांसे का झुंझुना लेकर के लोगों को बेवकूफ बनाने में लगे हुए थे। ये इस बात का प्रमाण है, इस बात का प्रतीक है कि कांग्रेस का जो काल्पनिक कंफ्यूजन की क्रिमिनल कॉन्स्पिरेसी है वही कांग्रेस का कबाड़ा कर रही है।
सर, एक सवाल और कि एक कांग्रेस पार्टी ने एक इकोसिस्टम भी था जो एसआईआर पे सवाल उठा रहा था। प्रशांत भूषण एडीआर को रिप्रेजेंट कर रहे थे, उनके एफिडेविट में कई सारी गलतियां थी, सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने निकाली, कहा जिसका नाम डिलीट हुआ वो तो उसने तो एनुमरेशन में डाला ही नहीं, तो ये तो उनके एफिडेविट में भी गलतियां निकाली है सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने।
देखिए, मैं एक बात बताऊं आपको, क्या होता है कि जब आप जो है वो झूठ के झाड़ लेकर के और झांसे का पहाड़ लेकर के घूमेंगे तो आप जो है वो ना आपके पास तर्क होंगे ना तथ्य होंगे, और आप इस तरह की हवा हवाई बातें करेंगे, और इस तरह की हवा हवाई बातें करते करते खुद आप हवा हवाई हो जाएंगे, इससे ज्यादा कुछ नहीं।
So that was the reaction coming in from the BJP, and the BJP is raising questions for as of now that what exactly were the BLAs of the Congress Party and RJD doing, and has the leaders, the ground workers of BJP, Congress and the RJD realized that Rahul Gandhi was spreading a false propaganda, and perhaps that is why no complaint has been filed. So major reactions coming in from the BJP. We have to wait and watch how will the Congress Party respond to this.